Hello there, YouTube. I'm back again with another review. Tonight I'll be telling you guys about the Fogger V4 Plus by Yiloong. Uh, I've had this for about a month now, and overall I'm pretty impressed with this RBA, mainly because it has a pretty good vapor production and flavor at the same time. Just to give you a little bit of information as far as the difference between the Plus version and the regular V4 is this one has a larger deck. I've read a few forums where a lot of people stated that they rather have the regular V4 because of the smaller chamber, and I guess with the smaller chamber, it produces more better flavor. But to me, I have the K-Fun. It's, as far as flavor wise, pretty similar. Pretty good flavor with this RBA. But definitely this one has better vapor production than the K-Fun. Just like the K-Fun I reviewed yesterday, the modified K-Fun I reviewed yesterday, this too I modified just a little bit. I didn't really do too much. Well, let me go over it a little bit. It's, how many pieces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got this top cap, one piece top cap right here. It's got a glass tank, which is, I guess, secured in there with this top cap and the bottom piece right here. You see there's an O-ring down here and an O-ring up top, and then this top cap screws onto the chimney, which is threaded, so you just screw this on. So unlike the K-Fun where there's threads on the clear part, this one doesn't. It's just held in place by these two pieces right here, the top cap and this bottom piece right here, and so it doesn't leak. It's got O-rings up top here and at the bottom here. And then here's the chamber, the deck. This one also comes with, this also has an adjustable airflow, and to adjust it, basically this threads onto, so you can see there's threads down here. Basically to adjust it, you just thread this up and down, and it'll either open, when you have it all the way down, this piece, it closes the holes, the air holes, and when you screw it back up, it opens it up. But I went in and removed it. I'd only adjust it. There's no need for me to do that. Plus, when I modified the air holes, there's two on each side. This is a dual coil RBA, and the modification I did to this, I used a countersink bit to bevel the edges of the air holes. You can see there, it's beveled. And again, I used this countersink bit right here to do that. In addition, the holes on top of the deck, the airflow holes on top of the deck, I pretty much did the same thing. It already has a slight bevel to it, but I went in and enlarged the bevel some more. Not too much. I just kind of, I guess, cleaned it up a little bit. As far as modification, that's all I did to this. To start with, it already has good airflow. It's pretty loose to start with, so I really like that. I just kind of cleaned up the holes, to how I like it. What was I gonna say? yeah, like I said, I went and completely removed the airflow control ring, which I really don't need. And also the deck looks similar. I'm pretty sure you guys probably heard this before, but for those of you that haven't seen the Fogger V4, deck is similar to an Aqua. You know, it's got 2 posts, but instead of the knurled nuts, this one has regular Phillips screws for you to secure the wires or the coils. And again, there's 4 juice channels, kind of like the Aqua. I don't know if you guys seen the Aqua, but it's very similar to it. Obviously, it's just, I'd say it's about the same size as the Aqua when it comes to the deck, or maybe larger. Well, actually, it is larger than the Aqua because the chamber and chimney is larger than what's on the Aqua. So, and as far as build quality, overall it's pretty good. You know, the top cat's pretty solid. This piece down here is pretty thin, but not too thin. But the chamber and chimney, when I compare it to the K-Fun, the material's pretty thin. You know, when you try to squeeze it, it does kind of move a little bit. Unlike the K-Fun, where it's pretty solid chamber, you know, you can't really squeeze it. But this one, so you got to be careful when you're handling it, you know, especially when you're loosening it and tightening it. You don't squeeze it too hard to tighten it or loosen it, because you might end up bending it and you might not be able to use it. So just be careful if you plan on purchasing this. You know, just kind of be aware of that. The material, the chamber's material is pretty thin, but the chimney it's pretty small. You know, so it doesn't really, even with the thin material, you can't really, you know, it's pretty small, so you can't really bend it. But definitely the chamber is about, I would say, about 1/2 inch in diameter, and when you're handling it, when you try to tighten it or loosen it, there's a little bit of springiness to it. So just be careful if you plan on purchasing one of this, and when you're assembling and reassembling it, just watch out for the chamber. And just to, you know, to test it out, I just rebuilt this not too long, about half an hour ago, and I usually build it to around 0.6, 0.7, but tonight when I built it, you know, before I was using 26 gauge, you know, about 7 wraps, I think, 7, 8 wraps, and it usually comes out to 0.6, between 0.6, 0.7, but this time around I used a 24 gauge, and 7 wraps of 24 gauge, and I used a 3/32 size drill bit, and it came out to 0.35. So it's so you can see here, oh, actually it's 0.36. But the vape is, you know, not, it's slightly warm but not hot. Because with the 0.6, 0.7, it's kind of like a cool vape, you know, but this one is slightly warm, so I think I'd rather prefer this. But next time I build this, I'll probably move it up. Maybe I'll try to get it as close as possible to 0.5. You know, I don't want to go too low where I'll melt the insulator on the positive block there. But I'm gonna try this out, see what happens. But I do have a spare. When I purchased this, it came with a spare insulator, so if it does burn up, I'll be able to replace it. Again, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this atomizer. As far as vapor production, you know, and definitely with this new build, you know, with the 0.35 own build. This definitely produced a lot of vapor for an RBA. Let's go ahead and check it out. Right now I have just a 50/50 juice in there, banana nut flavor. That's pretty much my all day vape juice. And it's right here. This is from the Puffing Pirates. They're located at Greenville, North Carolina. So it's 3 milligram. And as far as prices, pretty good prices. If you get 3 20 ml bottles, it's $25. You can't beat that. And they also have a punch card where if you purchase 10, you get a free bottle. And they usually have weekly deals where if you buy one, you get one free. So if you're from around Greenville, North Carolina, definitely check them out. So I'm gonna put my fogger here on my custom-made wooden box mod here. Battery's pretty fresh. I have two VTC4, Sony VTC4 batteries in here. So let's go in and check this out. I'll back up here a little bit. And just FYI, my garage is open too, so vapor might go everywhere. So oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys again, but I'm using the 100% rayon for wick. You know, for my tanks, that's what I use. Definitely wicks a lot better than regular cotton or organic cotton. Oh, to show you guys, this is a freshly built K-Fon. I have a 0.56 build on this, and let me just show you the difference when it comes to vapor production. As you can see, fogger vapor, obviously with a lower build, you know, but you know, I built both with the same resistance, close as I can. I think it was around 0.7 for both. Fogger V4 definitely produces more vapor, and obviously it's dual coil, better airflow. So definitely highly recommended. Go get one, try them out, and you'll definitely like it. If you prefer a looser draw on your tanks, this is the atomizers to get right here. So actually it looks pretty cool. Some people say the K-Fun looks sexier, but to me this one looks pretty good as well. So again, Fogger V4 Plus. Thank you for watching.